it's here that I got to stay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Big old jet and a line up. Don't carry me too far away. Whoa, big old jet and a line up. 'Cause it's here that I got to stay. Oh, big old jet and a line up. Carry me to my home. Oh, big old jet and a line up. 'Cause it's there that I belong.
Stayed in bed all morning just to pass the time. There's something wrong here, there can be no denying. One of us is changing, or maybe we've just stopped trying. And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. Oh, no, 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 no. It used to be so easy living here with you. You were light and breezy, and I knew just what to do. Now you look so unhappy, and I feel like a fool. And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it. Oh, no, no. There'll be good times again for me and you, but we just can't stay together, don't you feel it too? Still, I'm glad for what we had and how I once loved you. But it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died, and I can't hide, and I just can't fake it.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, how long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town don't look good in snow. You don't care, I know. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go shooting star, waiting for the early train. Sorry, boy, but I've been hit by purple rain. Aw, come on, Joe, you can always change your name. Thanks a lot, son, just the same. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause a free wind is blowing through your hair, and the days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligator lizards in the air, in the When I think back on all the crap I learned in high school, it's a wonder I can think at all. And my lack of education hasn't hurt me none. I can read the writing on the wall. Kodachrome, they give us those nice bright colors, give us the greens of summers, makes you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah, I got an Nikon camera, I love to take a photograph, so mama don't take my Kodachrome away. If you took all the girls I knew when I was single and brought them all together for one night, I know they'd never match my sweet imagination. And everything looks worse in black and white. Kodachrome, they give us those nice bright colors, they give us the greens of summers, makes you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah, I got a Nikon camera, I love to take photographs, so mama don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama don't take my
Good evening, everyone. So wonderful to see you all. If you could make yourselves comfy after you grabbed a beverage or three, we'll get going. Right. It's ready. So welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for our second ever Out of This World Educator Awards this evening. My name is Corey Dahl. I am the Director of Marketing at First Bank, and we are so pleased to see you. Before we get into saying all the nice things about our wonderful honorees this evening, I'd like to welcome Ann Stoneham, our Senior Director of Human Resources, to welcome you all.
Good evening, everybody. What a beautiful night we have. When I woke up this morning, I thought we were going to be doing this in the rain, so this is lovely. I'm so glad to see you all here tonight, and I am thrilled to be part of the celebration of Out of This World Educators. So just to give you a tip in case you didn't notice it, our honorees have a different color name tag tonight. So when you see the teal, the green looking name tag, you'll know that that's one of the honorees, and talk to them about their stories because they're pretty amazing. As the 500 or so nominations got whittled down to the semifinalists, a number of us in the bank were able to read the nominations and to give our opinions on those that we felt like sort of rose to the top. And I was telling a few people that every time I read another nomination, I was moving them up to the top. And then the next one, I was moving it up to the top. We have some really strong people here tonight who are doing some great work in their communities. And again, as I said, we couldn't be more thrilled to celebrate you all and the work that you do. I'll have to say, as the Senior Director of HR for First Bank, it just makes my heart happy to learn of all the work that is being done in our school systems to prepare the next generation of workers. You all are helping to give them lifelong skills. You're teaching them to love learning, which is so important in a career. You're motivating them. You're inspiring them. You're showing them what excellence means, and that's all about First Bank and what we're about. And so thank you for the work that you're doing. It just, as I said, it makes my heart happy. First Bank really takes our role in the community seriously. It's important to us to give back to the areas that we serve, and it's important to us to have the relationships with the community that we have. We want to be the community bank of choice in every market where we exist today, and focusing on giving back in those communities where we are trusted and where we have participated with our business partners and our education partners means a lot to us. In 2023, we have committed to giving away $1 million in our communities through education initiatives like this one, the Out of the World Educator Awards, but also through supporting programs around food scarcity and housing issues and just general wellness for people. So thank you to the marketing department for all of the work that you all do to help get us into our communities and connect us with the right organizations. And thank you all for being here. It would not be the same if you were not here tonight. So we appreciate you being here. And thank you for supporting First Bank. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Ann. Appreciate it. All right, everyone. These awards are part of First Bank's Power of Good Corporate Responsibility program, which is committed to helping our employees, our customers, and our communities. And as Ann had intimated, I'd like to share a little bit more with you about the power of good and how we're making an impact. So far in 2023, of the $1 million, we've given away a little over half of it in donations and grants so far. Excited to see what we do with the rest. Thank you. Since starting the Out of This World Educator Awards, we've given $100,000 to winners across the Carolinas. And finally, we have the First Bank Book Club, which is very close to my heart as an enormous book nerd. Since the club's inception, we've given away more than 3,000 books to public, elementary, and middle school students to help them inspire a love of reading. And Angie Talley from Authors in More Schools is here tonight to celebrate with us. So thank you, Angie, for your partnership. All right, let's get to it. The Out of This World Educator Awards celebrate and honor educators in the Carolinas who go above and beyond every day. Our communities are so fortunate to have these educators who go the extra mile to stimulate, drive, and inspire students. First Bank accepted nominations for the awards online from August 1st to September 3rd of this year. We were thrilled to have received 528 nominations for this award. Needless to say, it made the winner selection process very competitive. These nominations came from more than 200 cities and towns across North and South Carolina. Ultimately, we narrowed down the nominations to these 10 incredible people here, each of whom will receive $5,000 from First Bank. So please join me in a round of applause for our 2023 Out of This World Educators. Winners, as you're announced, please come up to the steps here over on the left-hand side of the stage, and we'll give you your award, and then we'll have you stay here while we say very nice things about you and also capture your photo. So let's begin. Jeremy Dotz is the carpentry instructor at Mountain Heritage High School in Burnsville, North Carolina. He was not, oh, yes. He was nominated by John Anglin, a graduate of the school and a community member who is involved with the career and technical education program. The program's staff teaches students today's most in-demand trade skills. Since joining CTE, Mr. Dotz has revolutionized the program and empowered hundreds of students to pursue successful careers in the construction industry. Mr. Dotz structures his classes as highly hands-on, organizing students into construction crew teams to apply what they've learned in class, to think creatively, to troubleshoot real-world problems, to adapt to meet the demands of a project, to manage time, and to work as a team. Each year, employers proactively recruit his students since their skills often exceed those of graduates from many collegiate construction programs. John Algan had this to say about Mr. Dotz. As a result of Mr. Dotz's hard work to expose and involve students in many types of construction projects and his high expectations of them, they are highly sought after employees at local construction companies. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to welcome Amy Sparks, the principal of the School of Hope for Children with Autism in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She was nominated by Ashley Russell, who had Miss Sparks as her second grade teacher and now serves on the school's board. Miss Sparks has given 35 plus years of her life to serving children through education, 30 of which she has spent in public schools. Over the past 6 years, she has been dedicated to opening and running the School of Hope. The School of Hope enables children with autism to learn in smaller environments with research-based methods, receive one-on-one support from specialists who visit the school, and participate in extracurricular activities such as learning piano and performing in recitals. In addition to serving as the school's principal, Ms. Sparks also started the Jared Bryan Sparks Foundation to help families in the community affected by autism. Through this nonprofit, she has organized clinics to educate families on their legal rights, orchestrated festivals and events, and coordinated fundraising toward opening the School of Hope. In the nomination, Ashley Russell noted, "Amy's passion for helping others is truly contagious. She is full of energy and has devoted her life to making a positive impact through education." Congratulations. Andre Harris, the Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps Army instructor at the Cleveland High School in Bun Level, North Carolina. He was nominated by his wonderful wife, Aller Harris. Mr. Harris sees the potential in every student who enters the junior ROTC at his school. While many of his students have lacked a role model in their lives, Mr. Harris sets a strong example as both a teacher and a leader. For years, Mr. Harris has been investing his time, energy, and talents to equip students for the real world. His lessons include practical life skills like money management, public speaking, social etiquette, dressing appropriately for business, and how to treat everyone with respect. Thanks to his dogged encouragement, he has motivated countless students to go to trade school, to college, or to the military, many of whom have returned to thank him personally for his support. His wife also pointed out that Andre knows there are no problem students, just students with problems. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to celebrate Shannon Brayboy, a social studies teacher at Richmond Early College High School in Hamlet, North Carolina. Shannon and her principal, who also nominated her, Joy Harrelson, are on a field trip with their students today, so could not make it. I know many of you educators know how that is. Ms. Brayboy's drive, compassion, and positivity inspire her students and fellow teachers, shaping the school's entire culture. She is passionate about teaching American history, civics, and personal finance, and is known for finding creative ways to present content that makes students hungry to learn more. Outside of her classroom, Ms. Brayboy founded the Reach Native American Student Association. The club welcomes both Native American students who want to stay in touch with their heritage, as well as those who are interested in learning about the culture. Recently, Ms. Brayboy created the Reach News Team that enables students to gain experience as anchors, field reporters, technical directors, editors, and publishers of news programming. Her principal commented that Ms. Brayboy is a model of excellence and a fierce, devoted teacher who is eager about the learning, growth, mental and emotional health, and well-being of every student. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to welcome Vivian Alarcon, the grade splash teacher at Eastfield Global Magnet School in Marion, North Carolina. Margarita Ramirez, the CEO of an organization with whom Vivian often volunteers, nominated her. As a grade splash teacher, Ms. Alarcon is the definition of an educator who goes above and beyond to impact students. She regularly volunteers after school at Centro Unido Latino Americano, or CULA, a nonprofit focused on bridging barrier gaps, language accessibility, food security, and accessible healthcare. At CULA, she teaches kids the importance of self-care and how to identify emotions to help promote overall well-being. Parents, colleagues, and students are perpetually impressed by her energy, determination, dedication, and vision. Always one to go the extra mile, Ms. Alarcon even gives students ride homes after CULA so that transportation is never a barrier to participation. Ms. Ramirez nominated her because, in her own words, Vivian is an outstanding educator who is intentional and personal with our students, which creates a deeper rapport not only with them, but also with their parents. Congratulations. Next, we'd like to highlight Hannah Sugg, a first grade teacher at Summersill Elementary in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Her mother was very proud to nominate her for this award. Thank you, Raylene Daly. Last year, an administrator observed Ms. Sugg teaching a new math curriculum and was so impressed, she recommended her to model the lesson for other educators. This is just one example of Ms. Sugg's passion for providing excellent academic instruction that meets the need of every student in her classroom. In addition to making learning fun and engaging, Ms. Sugg cares equally as much about meeting the students' social and emotional needs. She creates a culture of compassion and acceptance in her classroom with kindness rules for her students and reinforces them with daily affirmations, reflections as a class, and collaborative and altruistic projects. Throughout the year, the class also completes kindness quests, such as creating cards or small crafts for staff members with words of encouragement. Her mother was eager for everyone to know that Hannah's passion and dedication for what she does and her love for her students shine through every day. There is no doubt of the lasting impact she is having on her students and their families. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to welcome Joni Darden, a seasoned Spanish teacher at Southern Wayne High School in Mount Olive, North Carolina. She was nominated by June Reynolds, a family member. Despite having taught enough years to qualify for retirement, Ms. Darden's passion for teaching Spanish keeps her coming back to Southern Wayne High School every year. It's common for Ms. Darden to bump into former students around town, and they're always eager to reminisce with their favorite teacher, who still knows them by their Spanish class name. Ms. Darden's current students come to her for help with other classes, enrolling in programs, or just life advice. Outside of her classroom, she volunteers with local organizations like the Restorative Justice Program, where she uses her translation services to help prevent teenagers from entering the criminal justice system. Her family is in awe of her because Ms. Darden is definitely a true role model for a teacher who enjoys her job, is passionate about seeing students learn and succeed, and is committed to making her community a better place. Congratulations. Next, we have Dr. Stephen Lassiter, the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Programs and Services for Pitt County Schools in Greenville, North Carolina. He was nominated by his longtime colleague, Carol Rankin. Dr. Lassiter's commitment to students and servant leader style have helped him climb the education ranks, starting as a teacher, being promoted to principal, and ultimately earning a doctorate degree to become the assistant superintendent. Leading from the heart, he has successfully mentored countless principals and teachers in finding new ways to engage and educate public school students. He's a strong believer that school districts should support all students by meeting them where they are, and he motivates staff members to be positive role models for the students. Always one to focus on the students' best interests and a strong advocate for staff at all levels, Dr. Lassiter lifts up everyone in his orbit to realize their full potential. His colleague has witnessed him in action and reports, Dr. Lassiter is able to spot a good leader and mentor them to a higher level. He is able to tap into the hidden potential of others. Congratulations. Next, we have Tamara Dial, a tutor and curriculum coordinator at Billingsville Cotswold Elementary School in Charlotte, North Carolina. Her mother, Betty Dial, nominated her for this award, and while Tamara couldn't join us today, her parents are here to accept the award on her behalf. Just us the best. Miss Dial sparks a love of learning everywhere she goes. For more than 2 decades, she has taught at public schools, and outside of her classroom, she tutors and mentors students and generously volunteers her time year-round to improve educational opportunities in her community. This past summer, Ms. Dial worked as a curriculum coordinator for the Clara H. Jones Summer Institute. There, she designed and implemented a new career readiness track to expose diverse students from varying social economic backgrounds to career opportunities, including advanced aeronautics, emergency management, and wastewater treatment. Her tenacity and passion for education have inspired many of her students to become first-generation college graduates and to pursue teaching careers. Miss Stiles' mom was proud to share that I've seen amazing results from her talent as an educator and mother. She has been a great asset to this community. Congratulations. Last but certainly not least, we welcome Brian Van Geisen to the stage. He is the lead automotive instructor at Beaufort County Community College in Washington, North Carolina. Seeing his round-the-clock dedication up close, his wife, Kathy Van Geisen, submitted his nomination. Mr. Van Geisen is starting his 16th year at BCCC. He has been known to use his own money to help students purchase replacements for broken car parts, tires, or wipers when they can't fit the expense in their budget. In his free time, Mr. Van Geisen makes himself available to his students via phone and email. He is always willing to help students work through problems, assist with their homework, or find ways to overcome an issue they are facing. To provide the best possible education, Mr. Van Geisen perpetually finds ways to enrich his classroom and workshop with hands-on learning materials so his students gain the skills they need to land new career opportunities. His wife was full of praise in her nomination, saying, "Brian has a heart of gold and goes above and beyond for his students all the time and in his free time." Congratulations. First Bank would like to thank all of this year's incredible honorees for your unending support of students in our communities and your dedication that brings out the power of good in all of us. Please, everyone, join me in giving them another round of applause. Before we break for some delicious treats and more beverages, I'd like to say a special thanks to Hillary Kessler, our Director of Public Relations at First Bank, who made this event possible, helped us organize everything. So thank you, Hillary. Appreciate it. Finally, thank you to everyone for being here this evening to celebrate these educators with us and the impact that they're making. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you. Oh, sure. And could I have all the winners up here for a group photo, please?
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right.
got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold up, when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know